Coach Jacobs he's really not new, but he's new again this year. But Coach Brandon, he's going to help us in football. He's also going to be our baseball and basketball coach. So really, for the first time in my career, I've kind of turned the quarterback coaching job completely over, and I don't know that I've ever done that. So I'm letting Coach Brandon do that. So I must really trust him if I'm completely doing that. But he's really done a good job so far. And then we've got Coach Avery Ryan, who also is going to help us. So,
okay.
we lost 3 coaches, and we were able to fill them back, and so we've hit the ground running.
All right. And I know this summer you guys have made a lot of strides and stuff in the weight room, and I might have come over there and made a video that day, and boy, the boys are really getting after it.
Well, we approach it that way for a couple of reasons. Number one, we're not going to have a ton of depth. Everybody's got to play both ways every day, always. That's just the way it is. And
yes.
And we're not going to out-athlete a lot of folks. So we have to put a premium on getting after it in the weight room and being in really good condition. And we hope that the good Lord will take care of us on the injury end. If that takes place, we got a chance to achieve our goals this year.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people don't realize. Playing 1A football, small town, rural Alabama or Georgia, well, I don't guess Georgia's really got a lot of small rural teams, but, guys have to play both ways pretty much all night. So you just have to be in shape and just try to out fourth quarter everybody.
That's true. You have to, and that's just part of it. That's the 1A world that we live in.
Well, Coach, who's some returning starters you've got coming back? I mean, just name a few of them. You won't have to name every one of them.
I think you got to talk about, obviously, Briley Mitchell. Briley has started. I tease people all the time since what, about the first grade, Todd?
Maybe second grade. Yeah.
He's been a beast for a long time, and so it really starts with him on both sides of the ball. We're going to play him in the middle on defense at middle linebacker, and I'm going to put him in different spots at the point of attack on offense. So he's the man that really makes it go. And then of course you got to talk about big Keelan Higgins. We're looking for big things out of him. He had a really good year last year, and so we hope to improve on his performance from this past year.
Absolutely.
I think you got to talk about Kyler Bradley. I think Kyler probably doesn't get talked about enough.
I agree. I told Todd him last night.
He is one of the most versatile young men that I've ever coached, whether it be playing slot, taking a snap, blocking down, making a tackle, returning a punt. I mean, it's really remarkable. And his attitude is always great. It's always yes, sir, no, sir. He is a true team player. So we're looking for big things out of him. As far as another senior that I feel like really need to talk about is Bailey Glasgow. Bailey's made great strides in the past few years in the weight room, and he's now coming into his body, and he'll be somebody that we really have to run behind and rely on. And of course, he'll play linebacker on defense. I want to talk about David Glenn. Of course, we all know Big David Glenn. I want to talk about Little David Glenn. David, 2 years ago, David had not played a lot of football in his life, and he decided to play, and he has grown and developed and started at center for us last year. Didn't skip a beat and was really a pleasant surprise. And he's gotten bigger and stronger, and we're going to put him in different spots. So I've been real pleased with him. And you also have to bring up Seth Lee. Seth Lee's been here a long time, and he'll be a secondary guy and a receiver guy, and also can play running back. Yeah, and he punts. And you also need to talk about Tanner Reeds. Tanner Reeds has been around a long time and got a lot of experience at quarterback, and he could play some receiver and also in the secondary some. So, those guys really come to mind.
Okay, well, Coach, thank you on that. We were going to talk about some of those guys later.
Yeah.
Okay.
But, I knew you had some others, 7 or 8.
Sure.
You lost a lot, but I knew you had some coming back,
Well, this team is going to look different. The last 2 years, it's definitely been get in a power set and ground and pound, and here we come and stop us. we don't have as many running backs, so I've had to adjust the way I look at things. Now we're still going to pound on it, but we've got to find ways to get Kyler and Seth and other people the ball in space to complement, Keelan and Briley, because we just don't have a ton of depth at running back.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now you have a little bit of knowledge about Douglas, so tell us about kind of that matchup and what you're looking forward to, and things you want to learn from your team, I guess.
I spent 8 great years there, and the guy that's the head coach was my defensive coordinator, so he's one of my best friends. So he's done a really good job. They made the playoffs last year, first time in a long time, and they'll roll in about 70 players.
Wow.
And so,
really?
we're going to have our 25. So it'll be a really good test for our players. And this is no knock on anybody else on our schedule, but I told our guys, if we can hold our own against Douglas will be the best team on our schedule, in my opinion. Just from a physical standpoint.
You said they're going to dress 60 players. Yeah. I don't know anybody around here that's going to dress. We'd be lucky to dress 30 around here.
So it'll be a good test for us, and the things we want. This is really both of our spring practice, because we didn't do spring practice. We opted to start early, so this is really the spring practice right before the season is really what it is. And you want to get it on film. You want to stay healthy. That way, because look, your biggest improvement, it never fails. Your biggest improvement always comes from your first, whoever you line up against first, to that second game. It never fails. Your biggest improvement usually happens for the game that really matters, which is West End.
True.
So this is really a good dress rehearsal, and be able to hit somebody else is a good thing.
So your first regular season game will be the 19th?
19th against West End.
Okay, and is that a home game?
Yes.
That is a home game.
Okay.
And
now
and then after that, go ahead.
They put together good teams. I mean, West End's, they're going to dress. I'm sure they'll dress 40 kids up there.
They will. They're a 2A school, and they have some tradition up there, and their coach has done a really good job. He has a background at Raglan, and they run the wing tee, so it'll be a big challenge for us. I think the radio is going to be there for us to watch radio, so it should be a good atmosphere.
Yeah,
good deal.
Yeah, absolutely.
I've got my schedule in front of me, Todd. Do you want to go through it, or do you want me to?
Yeah, go through that.
Yeah, shout it out, Coach.
All right, so after we play West End, we're going to have a week off, and then we play region starts. We play at Coosa Christian on 9-2.
Okay.
And of course, they'll be improved from last year. And then we play Cedar Bluff at home on September the 19th. And, Coach Beckett does a really good job, and I expect them to be improved. And we on 9-16, we play at Appalachian. 9-23, we play at Victory Christian. 9-30, it's homecoming against Woodville. And then we're off again on October the 7th. And then October the 14th is Decatur Heritage at home. Mm-hmm. October the 21st is Valley Head at home. And October the 28th is the final regular season game is at Talladega County Central.
Yeah. Yeah, that travel to TCC's that's going to be a nice little drive. It is.
Yes, it is.
Well, Coach, we thank you for coming by and just shooting the breeze with us.
Yes, sir.
We wanted to intro you, and because y'all are going to kind of kick it off this week. Coach Michael Short, shout out from him. He said that you do a great job up there. So shout out from him.
I appreciate that, and if I could be half as good as Coach Short, I got a chance to be pretty good. He was an outstanding football coach down in Cleveland County. I have a ton of respect for him and the job he did.
Him and John Holder, they'll be lighting up on Friday nights. They're going to have a show they're going to do on Facebook, just as John has always done a great job. That Pigskin Roundup for years and years that we watched. Michael's going to be joining up with him. So if y'all are interested in that, I promise you they'll have something good cooking over there. Coach,
absolutely.
Enjoy the rest of your day there, And we'll see you Thursday. How about that?
What time's that get started Thursday, Coach?
I'm glad you asked that. It actually starts at 6 p.m. because Douglas has to drive a long way. So.
Right.
Yep. Okay.
But hey, we appreciate what you guys do, not just for high school football, but for high school athletics, and not just in our county. And you guys have grown, and you're doing a really good job, and we appreciate it.
We appreciate the kind words, Coach.
Yes,
Coach,
sir.
Good luck this week.
Yeah, good luck. We'll see you out there Thursday.
Thank you, guys. Take care.
See you.
All right. That was Coach Brian Knapp from Gaylesville.